Hey guys, Furum here, and today I am not going to be testing the Aventador J in multiplayer in Asphalt 9. ProTM Rulue has given me some races of his in this car, and he has it 4-starred, so it should be pretty good at this rank of 3732, with pretty much all upgrades and import parts applied that he could at this point. Except for a couple of epics, I think. Now let's get to the first race, which is against a LaFerrari and an Aventador SV. So, how does the Aventador J compare to the Aventador SV? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this. The Aventador J has a lower acceleration and a lower top speed than the Aventador SV, but a higher handling and nitro efficiency. Its nitro efficiency is extremely good, as you guys can see here. And based on these races, it looks like a fun car to drive. Now, you may be wondering, why didn't I get this car? Well, the reason for that is I used all of my tokens on Lamborghini packs before the packs for the J even came out, so I couldn't buy packs for it. But then you've got the car hunt. Well, the thing is, you can barely unlock the car while playing through the car hunt 400 times, which would take 6 to 7 hours of my life, and plenty of tokens for refills. And by the way, did I mention that I ran out of tokens? So yeah, it was almost completely impossible for me to get this car, so I decided to just not go for it. Hopefully, I will be able to 3-star the Terzo. Currently, I'm at 5 out of 16, and I should be able to get another 3 from day 20 with the Max SV, and another 9 from day 21 with the Max Huracan Evo, because I have managed to 5-star that car. I do want to make a video about that sometime as well. So, if the leaks were correct, I should be able to 3-star my Terzo, although I definitely will not be 4-starring it. So here, we come in first, quite far ahead of these other two cars. By the way, I believe all of these races were recorded in the Aventador J season. So now for our second race, which is actually a duel against an Aventador SV, so we can really see head-to-head how these two vehicles compare with each other. And they are both purple, how about that? Now for finally, a bit of information about the Genti Aculone. Yes, that car that has been in the game since update 2, I believe it was, and we're already on update 5 or something. So several updates have gone by and that car hasn't come out. We speculated that was because of licensing issues, and before now we haven't really heard anything else about it. But apparently somebody leaked the days in a Genti Aculone special event. Now, I have no idea where this came from or anything like that. It could be a complete fake. But I just wanted to let you guys know we could possibly have a Genti Aculone special event coming. Again, I am highly skeptical of this, but it is definitely a possibility, so keep saving up your tokens regardless. In the current special event, a pack came out, or not really a pack, but more like an epic thing. I don't even know what it's called, but anyway, it came out for 900 tokens like it's been before. Complete ripoff in my opinion, but this time there's something a little bit different. You can get 5 of them for $22.50, which is a 50% discount. Now, I believe this is still overpriced. However, you do have to keep in mind that 5 epics would normally cost about 50,000 trade coins, which are not easy to come by. So, if you need maybe just a few epics for, say, the Asterion, Centenario, or SV, which I believe are what are in that pack right now, buying 5 epics for 2250 tokens might not be a bad idea, if in fact they would help you possibly star up your Terzo, which would be the main reason you'd want to do it. Possibly there will be one of those coming later that contains epics for the Egoista and Evo. We don't really know yet. Here, after a long and hard-fought battle, Rulue, accidentally I assume, knocks down Miss Toadie, so this was not only an Aventador duel, but also a pro team duel. This has also happened in Legions United before, because in big teams and in seasons where there's not a lot of people they get to the high ratings, you can have some races with 2 or 3 people from the same club in the same race. So it's basically like a competitive club race or something like that. It's kind of weird when it happens because it's a bit awkward, but hey, at least the races are usually fun. So we're coming up to the end of this race right here. I usually go left there, but he chooses to go right, then goes up the final barrel roll to come in first place. After seeing these races, I really do wish I had this car. It looks quite fun to drive. Now, this next race is a very close battle against 2 SVs, a LaFerrari, an Evo, and a Terzo Milenio, and you will never believe who ends up winning this. I just realized that sounds like a clickbait title. You'll never believe who wins this race. But no, seriously, I would never have expected it. So some people have been asking me, when am I going to make a video about the Terzo? Because I do have the car. Well, usually I like to wait until I have it up to a good amount of stars. In this case, I'm going for 3 stars, and then I will make a video about it. We have the Terzo Milenio season coming up, starting in like a day or something like that, and in that season I will probably make a video about the Terzo. The only problem is that I am kind of running out of credits. Yes, ever since they reduced the amount of credits that you can get in the expert credit races and stuff like that, it's been kind of hard to find credits to upgrade things, and unfortunately I was not one of those people who kept a bunch of credits lying around, because I knew that I could just get a bunch of hundreds of thousands every day in the credit races. However, you can't really do that anymore, so I'm left in a bit of a pickle, if you get me. Thankfully, you can get a lot of tokens throughout the Terzo event. It's not quite as good as in the expert credit races, how they used to be, but I'd say it's passable, and thus I should be able to get my stuff started up in time to make a video about them, because I've also got the Evo that I need to make a video about, because that car, wow, at 5 stars, I've heard it is extremely good. I actually got the chance to test it at 5 stars when it first came out, so yeah, I'm very much looking forward to upgrading it to that point. It's basically like a Corvette with even better speed and acceleration and stuff like that. It has slightly worse handling than the Corvette, but I believe everything else is even better. So you can imagine what kind of monster the Evo will be in multiplayer at 5 stars, because the Corvette is already extremely good. Now, you may notice something a bit odd in this race. It shows 4 out of 5 position, even though we just have the #1 guy ahead of us. And no, there's not a bunch of other people ahead as well, it's literally just that LaFerrari up there. The position, for some reason, is not accurate at all in this race. It could be due to a bad connection, but I'm really not sure. In any case, we pass the LaFerrari right here, then go up this ramp with Shockwave, and it seems like, well, we're going to come in first pretty easily. But now the position shows 2 out of 5. And there's literally nobody ahead. So the end of the race is very close, but we do manage to cross the finish line ahead of everybody else and come in second, with the LaFerrari taking first place. This was really weird, and it kind of brings back eerie memories of the race that I had in my Forza video with the F99XXE, where I crossed the finish line in first, and then somebody else actually got first. Really weird. Speaking of Forza, some people have been worried that I'm going to quit Asphalt 9 and move to that completely. Well, that's not going to happen. Asphalt 9 will continue to be the primary content on my channel. And what in the world is going on here? Well, Forza will be the secondary content in my channel that will probably be uploaded once a week, kind of like my Asphalt 8 videos used to be, and I'll continue to upload 2 or 3 Asphalt 9 videos a week. Eventually, I might play some Crew 2 as well, but I just want to set your guys' minds to rest that no, Asphalt 9 is not going anywhere. For the foreseeable future, I plan to continue playing it just as much as I have in the past. So, what is going on in this race? We've got a LaFerrari, an Aventador SV, and a Huracan Evo Spider. This race is on Canyon Launch, which is definitely one of my least favorite 90-second tracks in the entire game, simply because of the annoying beginning and the annoying end. The rest of the track is kind of okay, I guess, but I've just had so much bad luck on this track, I just don't like it. In fact, I would almost rather drive on those 2 new Rome tracks than on this one. Maybe not quite, I did say almost, but definitely pretty close. So here we round the final bends in first place, quite a bit ahead of the other cars, finally after some battles earlier, and we come in first place. With the 2000 rank LaFerrari coming in second and beating the Aventador SV and the Evo. How about that? LaFerrari seem to be doing pretty well in this video. So now it's time for my general review about the Aventador J. Now, I can't give as detailed of a general review as I could in some of my other videos because it's not me driving the car, but I would say that if you have time to spend on the car hunt and tokens to burn on the packs, it would be a pretty good car to go for, because just having a 2-star J, you can get 18 Terzo blueprints. And that right there, I would say, would definitely make this car worth it if you have the time and tokens, which I don't have, thus I'm not going for it. But if you don't manage to get this car and you don't get those blueprints for the Terzo, you can probably still manage to 3-star the Terzo if you have some of the other cars maxed. Now, if you don't and you only can get a 2-star Terzo, well, you still get a decal for it that is red. They actually have different decals this time, one for just getting to 2-star, one for getting to 4-star maybe, and probably 1 for the top 10 in the final event as it was before. I'm not entirely sure about all that, but I'm pretty sure there are 3 decals. If you don't manage to get the Terzo, don't feel too bad, because cars like the Fenner are even better than that, and honestly the Fenner is probably easier to get at this point, so here we come in first. Thank you all for watching, please like the video if you've enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt 9 and Forza content, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!